All right, wonderful people, welcome back to this wonderful channel where we'll bring you back to back update and information. My channel, your channel, you are back again with your one and only Nyokopus Master. Information day, my table. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has accused Tinubu's government of planning to detain him indefinitely. Asked supporters to read Psalm 82 daily. Nnamdi Kanu, who made the accusation on Monday when his legal team visited him at the Department of the State Service headquarters in Abuja, asked his supporters to read Psalm 82 in the Bible daily. Meanwhile, before I continue, I want to say something. This is Lego Council were the one, kicking against the sit at home that has already started pressurizing the government, pressurizing the Southeast governors, because I know that if Southeast governors start making move together, believe me, the federal government will give in and hear and release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But on the process of this sit at home that has started making waves, started affecting the government and every other person, this same legal council were the ones who sabotaged the process. They were the one who came up with the letter written by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that he does not want the sit at home, this, that, and that. And now it is also backfiring at them. Meanwhile, let's go back to that news so that you can see the whole of the information. According to the news, the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, has said that his continued detention by President Bola Tinubu-led Nigeria government is a calculated attempt to detain him indefinitely. Kanu, who made the accusation on Monday when his legal team visited him at the Department of the State Service (DSS) headquarters in Abuja, asked his supporters to read Psalm 82 in the Bible daily. He said God has shown that he is not guilty of any offense, nor has he committed any offense known to law. The detained IPOB leader, through a statement issued by his lead counsel, Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor, said there was no charge pending before any court against him, yet he was still being detained, based on an unprecedented order of stay execution in total disregard to his constitutional guaranteed right to personal liberty. According to the statement, he stressed that he strongly believes that the federal government's appeal against the judgment of the Court of Appeal, which discharged him and prohibited his further trial and detention, will not be heard because the federal government intends to illegally detain him indefinitely. Where in the world has it ever happened that the court discharged a person ordered for his unconditional release, prohibited his further detention and trial, yet that person is still being held in solitary confinement? Whether the appeal court is heard today or not, the truth remains unchanging. Nnamdi Kanu has not committed any offense known to law. If he had, the federal government would not be afraid to prosecute their own case. Ezigbo Chineke, his supporters should read Psalm 82 daily because God has truly shown that he, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is not guilty of any offense, nor has he committed any offense known to law, the statement said. Ejiofor noted that the federal government of Nigeria, FGN, has repeatedly and unconsciously wronged him. The FGN is also preventing and or frustrating the expeditious hearing of the appeal they lodged against the Court of Appeal judgment before the Supreme Court. The intention of the federal government is for our people to revolt so that their lawless and untrained security agents will invade Biafra land and massacre and abduct innocent people. Hence, Onyendu urged Ezigbo Chineke not to take debate and fall prey to the sinister agenda. It is now clear that it is the same people who are responsible for the insecurity in our land that are doing everything within their powers to ensure that the appeal court is not heard expeditiously. Kanu's lawyer also decried the state of the IPOB leader cell in DSS, saying the air-conditioned unit in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's cell is a sponge, AC with gadgets hidden inside. This is largely responsible for the ear problem he is presently experiencing, which is further worsened by the beating and severe torture he was subjected to in Kenya before his extraordinary rendition to Nigeria. Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu consequently directed that we should request for the inspection of his cell by a magistrate in line with the provision of the Administration of Criminal Justice Act 2015. That he, Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, wishes to respectfully draw the attention of the Lord Justice of the Supreme Court to the provision of the Supreme Court Practice Direction 2023 Criminal Appeals, which is intended to eliminate unnecessary delay in hearing of criminal appeals. My people, una don't see as it dey happen. I see that he that sees a chicken where he is putting his feet in a feces should chase the chicken away, because nobody knows who is going to eat that chicken's leg. And that is an adage and also a talk. Nyaboku obuloku mabulin na onye fu okuku ebe ọ na-abọ nsị nya chụọ ya, maka na ọ nwere onye ma onye ya atụ ụkwụ ya nya bife onye bụlụ okwu wee sikwa na ya ma bulinu atụrụ atụ. Unu afụgo ka ọ na-ara. Now it looks as if this issue is backfiring. And from what I can see from the voice of Ifeanyi Ejiofor, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's legal counsel, you can see that they have run out of solution. They have run out of solution. From what I can see with them is that there is no more solution in their hands as it stands now, because this is more like a lamentation to me. What he's saying is more like a lamentation. But I was wondering why these guys were so much against Mazi Simon Ekpa, who is the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, when he was doing everything within his power to make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released from the DSS detention. Now, sometimes the government does not pay attention to a peaceful matter. They don't pay attention to people who are very calm. Sometimes that's why they have groups like, labor group, unions, and the rest of them. And this union, their work is to pressurize the federal government, to dance to their own tune. And I felt that was what Mazi Simon Ekpa was doing. Ekpa never carried arms. Ekpa never carried a bomb. What he was doing was to issue sit-at-home order, of which the people in the Biafra land are obeying peacefully, believing that through that means the federal government will be able to hear the Biafrans out and first of all release their leader, which will also proceed to referendum. But the councils to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, and was Alo Ejimako and the rest of them sabotaged the process by coming out with a letter that they believe that was written by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself, ordering Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, to stop every form of sit-at-home exercise. And now it looks as if the sit-at-home have been biannued like Oko. It has been biannued like Oko, and it has went into ember. And now they have started crying out again that Nnamdi Kanu is not that the federal government is trying to detain Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the DSS detention indefinitely without any reason, as if they do not know for like 2 years now that this has been the process and this has been the federal government tactics to detain Mazi Nnamdi Kanu there. As if it is a new thing to them, as if they did not even understand what has been happening all this while. Meanwhile, I myself, I will be winding down the curtain here, but in the price na ọmọ akwa awaru megine, nyamalukwa n'onwe onye ma akwa awaru nya malụkwana onwe ya malụkwana ife ọ na-eme maka na asị na ka ewepụ aka enwe n'ofe tutu ọwara aka mmadụ isi wepụ aka enwe maka na onye na-amara asụ onye mara asụ nya sụa n'odo onye makwara na-amakwara na-asụ nya kaba arụ na-asụ naanị na mgbọsị oge ga-elu na a ga-agụkọrọ onye ọbụla dịka ife ọ na-emesi dị ngwa ka emesịanụ ka nnabazia